Yeah.
They made it. Don't say, don't say they. It was a song Charlamagne requested.
They.
Which is the theme.
That's his pronoun.
Which is the theme of this segment. I think we might have mentioned this before, but Charlamagne, the God, is gay, right?
Nah, we can't put that on him. We can't put that on him.
We can't say that. We can. No, we can't say that. That's too direct.
It's too direct, but Charlamagne the gay might.
We know what you're saying, but I don't think
Charlamagne the God might not mind man butt.
You want to know? I think it's on the same thing. Like, I've never been on a football team, but football players, they have a unity, a brotherhood.
Yeah.
That can become a little ticklish.
Yes.
You get what
Very
I'm saying?
ticklish.
And because it's like a brotherhood, you feel freer, you feel looser and shit.
But he has that locker room brotherhood with his podcast viewers and radio and with people who enjoy his content.
But that's his locker room. You get what I mean?
At a certain point, it's not funny.
No, it's not. I mean,
you can't tell the same joke and have it have the same impact every time.
Every time, yeah.
Yeah.
It's just there's a law of diminishing returns. It's not going to hit the same no more.
The last Brilliant Idiots episode, Alex and Schultz had like 2, maybe 3 moments where they were like,
"What's going on,
bro? What the fuck is going on?"
Which is why I brought this up because
it's like what the hell is
people around him are even doing this.
Yeah, the people around him are starting to like stop in the joke, mid-joke, and be like, bro, what's going on, my nigga? You know what I'm saying? Like, are you trying to tell me something? Because you can tell me. You know what I'm saying? It's like,
Damn. There was some wild moments, too. They were flagrant.
You can put parlays up on Charlamagne's takes. It's gonna involve probably a penis, a black woman, or like somebody on Reddit said the 94 crime bill.
Right.
Like that's his go-to political thing.
You just got to bet 2 minutes, 25 minutes. It's like, which one?
You think that's what it is? You think he's exhausted all of his like pools of like things to talk about?
No, I think that he's very interested in a particular subject.
We did talk about this on a previous episode or clip where it was like he pretty much it's just like the fact that he chose to take all of his edginess out and replaced all of his edgy takes with gay humor.
Yeah.
That's essentially what it comes down to.
Okay, so we did talk about this. Put it this way to make it something new.
Yeah.
I'm considering listening to his content less, which is the first time since I've been a fan of this nigga that that's ever been a question.
You ever had a question?
That's ever been a thought.
I think I've already done that. Naturally.
There's points in times where I'm listening to Brilliant Idiots and my mind wanders off to better things.
Bro, that happens all the time.
Yeah.
It's not the same anymore. And Schultz has moved on to Flagrant, and even though he goes too far sometimes, it's like still way better than me.
Flagrant than Brilliant Idiots?
Yeah, today.
Yeah.
That has been a thing for me lately as well.
Today.
Well, the thing with Flagrant
and that's not perfect either.
Yeah, it's not perfect. No. It's not. It's not like my favorite. I told you, I'm still a Joe Budden guy when it comes to listening to the podcast. But
right.
It's
like
better than
listens.
it's better than Brilliant Idiots for sure to me.
Can we talk about Akash?
He's a.
Oh no, I'm glad because we'll just turn this clip into is Flagrant better than a billion idiots so that we can cover all.
So
people.
that it's something new.
We can cover everybody, but
content, baby.
That's why I can never be a regular Flagrant listener because Akash's forced laugh is too much.
Yeah,
I don't know.
It's too much.
He's a giggler.
Yeah, it's too much for me.
He's a giggler on demand.
Yeah,
the joke is getting set up. There was a moment on, I believe it was the last podcast, where his giggle came premature. He busted the load before he was supposed to.
They put
and
it
it was
in
obvious.
They put it in Reddit.
Oh, they did?
Oh my God,
I didn't
because
see it.
Schultz did a body language thing too. So like he started to giggle and Schultz grabbed his arm like that. And then it looked like Akash was like, I don't know what to do. Like it looked like he short circuited.
He was like, "Is this the joke? Like, Charlie laughing right here?
So I'm supposed to wait? When do I go now? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And it's like that one bit it's on the Flagrant Reddit, I think, and it's funny as hell.
So like I'm trying to imagine. Like I know what y'all saying, but I'm trying to imagine it. Like Andrew's mid joke and he just laughs.
Yeah.
Like word, he does that,
bro.
I don't like
do that.
They do.
That's
yeah.
what happens. Like a lot of comedians, like they manufacture a laugh.
That's true.
Which it happens.
Laugh
you know what I'm
tracking.
saying? Laugh tracking.
Yeah.
But
Joe Rogan is the best because he's doing it bad. And it's damn near on purpose. We could probably look up a YouTube video of a compilation of Joe Rogan fake laughing.
Yeah, and then I was about to say, if you go to Reddit, go to the Flagrant, go to the.
That's what's happening. The nigga
that's
telling the
literally
joke.
how it is. That's how it is, though. But you know what it is to go to the Flagrant Reddit and then type in laugh track because that's
Whose ass
actually
was
what they
that?
put in there. Is that?
Which Flagrant Reddit? This one.
Wait, go back. We wanted to see that ass real quick.
Yeah,
Oh,
just
my
for shits
they
and giggles.
wanted to see the
That's
ass.
no
Yeah.
jumper. Oh, that's Riley, I think.
Okay.
How you?
That's Riley. That's the malnourished white guy's girlfriend.
He could tell by the crease in the cheeks.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
The crevice.
She's malnourished. She don't look malnourished.
She's not malnourished. He is.
Oh.
Okay, yeah. Search laugh track up there. Yeah.
No easy buckets.
But nah, shout out to Akash. I don't really find him funny. I watch
Well, I watched this stand up. It was I went to a stand up
Yeah,
one time.
you seen
when
the
he came.
stand-up live, yeah.
It was pretty good. He
What is it? Because
he's like another form of Andrew Schultz.
That's
right?
what I
so
was
he's
about to
he's
say.
another form of Andrew Schultz, and it's just flagrant at this point, right? They're really leaned into that brand.
he's
Right.
good, but he's Punjabi Schultz.
Yeah,
Which is a problem.
And I do appreciate the fact that I wish there's more. Okay, we always talk about this as black people, like black people moving in this way, but he does a great job of putting his people on. And I give him so much credit for that. But it wasn't. He had a couple comedians before him that was funnier than him. One person before him that was funnier than him. It was him and the other guy that were funny. But it was pretty good. There was just some moments where it was like, that's why I feel about Flagrant, where it's like some moments it's just you're just leaning into Flagrant and that's it, and it's not funny.
Yeah.
what I'm saying?
Yeah.
See, but that's where the delicate balance is.
And it's hard to do that.
Because when it's bad, it's terrible.
Exactly.
But when
That
it's
is-
good,
Exactly.
it's tremendous.
Yeah.
That's true.
Exactly.
That's true.
So-
Yeah,
High
that's
risk,
true.
high reward type shit.
Steph Curry airballs from half court, and when it happens, it's like, man, you could have did something else.
Yeah.
Right.
Like, why the fuck you even put that up? Yeah.
But when it happens, it's like he's the one that should be doing it.
Try the other,
Show all of Reddit. No.
or just search Akash if that didn't pull up. Because I remember the title said Akash something laugh track.
There's also, and even before we get to that, well, I'm gonna talk so we can get to that. There's points at times where I feel like Akash isn't as seasoned a comedian as he appears to be.
He's like like an industry plan almost. Like
He's had the cheat code to his
like
fame
he skipped
too.
a couple.
He skipped a couple steps. He had somebody that was talented
It's because
around
his
him.
homie went so crazy.
Because he's funny, but he's not like. He could probably write. He could write a joke.
Right.
Yeah.
Funny.
There's times where he's on the podcast delivering a take and a joke, and it might be good, but he undercuts it with, you know what I mean? Like, yeah. And that's like that's like a rookie mistake is to like make it funny.
Yeah, don't try to force me to see your point and laugh at
you
your
feel me?
fucking point.
You think that was funny?
Like, what the fuck is wrong
You're
with you?
laughing too?
Like,
Yeah, I feel that.
I don't know
It's
if he
okay.
skipped any
Like you
steps
gotta
though.
sit in it. Like you gotta make it.
Yeah, I can't find it.
You gotta believe it.
Yeah.
It's gotta be real. That's why when you say it and then you wait, because it might not be funny.
Yeah.
But that might not always be the fucking goal.
That's it.
This one right here.
Yep, that's it right there.
Okay, clutch.
hey, shot nigga Lauren on the boards. I said,
On the
Wait, is that a-
boards.
No, that's
Yeah.
Joe Rogan.
No, that ain't it. Go
He
back.
might not be white, but he researches
Yeah,
like
and that's
one.
a year ago.
and Joe Rogan be wearing those
Scroll down.
French thief hats.
Did you
Yes.
just
What the fuck?
burglar hats, like with the
Burglar
black
hats.
and white stripes.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
the black mask.
I don't shout out to Joe Rogan, but man,
type it? Search
too
laugh
rich for
track
that.
this
He's
time.
at the level where he
that's,
can do
that's
that.
the other one, right?
why doesn't Joe Rogan dress like
No,
a
no,
hood
take
nigga?
all that other stuff out because it's you
Cuban
got-
chain,
take-
black sweater, nigga.
No. You're supposed to take the Akash part out.
He would feel
Oh,
ridiculous.
I did that already. I tried laugh track already on its own
Oh, okay.
with that in there, and we scrolled through that already.
You're going to the other flagrant one now.
Nah,
It's all right. Don't worry about it. Don't
no,
worry
no,
about it.
no,
It's too much.
I'm about to say, it's fuck this nigga Akash laugh, nigga.
Like, see, this is what I was talking about though. We had already searched it right here, like that.
But there's two different Reddits. I
Oh,
was
I got you,
asking,
I
did
got
you
you.
do that in the second Reddit?
No, I didn't.
Oh yeah. But it's all good though. It's all
Yeah.
good because it's over now.
But what do y'all think about y'all like Flagrant 2 more than Brilliant
I
Idiots?
don't. I don't. I still rather watch Brilliant Idiots.
And are you
over
saying that
Flagrant. That's
because
me,
of
though.
all the history and all the moments that
Probably
are
my history.
dear to you?
Yeah,
You
and
know
then
what I mean?
well, I guess it's not fair to say that I like more people on Brilliant Idiots because it's only 2 people.
Right. But I know what you mean.
But I like the cast on Brilliant Idiots more than Flagrant. I'm not a fan of everybody on Flagrant. I'm a fan of Andrew Schultz.
Right, and Charlamagne.
And I'm a fan of Andrew Schultz. Out of Andrew Schultz's crew, I am a fan of Akash, but I'm not a super fan.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And
Mark
then,
is good.
And then
I
Mark,
like Mark too.
And then Mark, I like Mark more on his. I follow Mark's YouTube channel.
He has his own podcast.
Good.
Yeah, he be interviewing. Just like these like random people, and them shits be lit.
It's good.
Yeah,
It's good.
Interesting people
yeah,
too.
interesting as hell. So like, but he doesn't. I feel like he doesn't shine as much on Flagrant. You know what I'm saying?
That's
It's not his role.
job.
It's not his job, and it's not even his job to do that.
He's
either,
playing
you
a
know?
more of like a Lauren type where he has the
Exactly.
laptop.
Exactly.
He gives his takes.
And then like Alex Media is just like I never thought he added much to any conversation.
That's a black dude?
Yeah, that's a black dude. I never really thought he added much to the
You got to
conversation.
have a hit black dude. It's like a video game. You got to have one.
yeah.
It balances him out.
I fuck with Alex though, but it's just like
I understand.
Alex, the dude at the 5K with training wheels still. Like
Yeah,
you can tell like he's riding with some real cyclists.
yeah, when he does try to jump out with a hot take, he don't sound confident, and I just be like, just don't say nothing. You know what I'm saying?
And I understand your point of view with watching the Brilliant Idiots more because I still watch the Brilliant Idiots more, but
sure.
I get upset at how it's not like it used to be. Like I'm like lost in that. Like
you want to go back to the old days, but that's what you can't do.
You can't do that. You know what I'm saying?
You
But
just gotta
I
listen
get
to the old shit.
So it's like
That's what I do.
I watch Brilliant Idiots more, but if I'm gonna say percentage wise, when I listen to Flagrant, I end up having a better experience typically than when I watch.
I would say the opposite for me. I have a better experience listening to Brilliant Idiots still, even though it's completely different.
It's just that recently Flagrant's highs have been higher than Brilliant Idiots' highs.
Yeah.
That might be that too.
So it appears better.
Recency bias, maybe.
Yeah.
It is.
There was a moment on the last episode when Schultz was like, Schultz said they were talking about, Schultz and Alex were talking about there's some HBO show where somebody showed some titties that were nice titties.
Yeah, they talk about them titties for 30 minutes.
Yeah.
It was the idol.
They didn't talk about it on Brilliant Idiots for 30 minutes. It couldn't have been. It must have been on Flagrant.
Yeah, it was on Flagrant. They talked about it forever on Flagrant.
Yeah, I don't think they talked about it on video.
Because Schultz had the moment where he was like, so you don't have eyes anymore? Like, he looked at Charlamagne and was like, your eyes don't work no more? And Charlamagne was like, I just, I'm
a married man.
I'm a married man. We can move to another topic. He was like, whatever.
Nigga said,
like,
give me
we can't,
something.
Yeah, it was a low key like begging him to give him something. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And it was just like, that's like, just like when you said, it's like being PC is his nature. Like it's his first and second thought. I was like, yeah, this is like a defeat. And that's the level, that's where I don't want to be as a husband. I'm be real. Like, because I wonder, you have 4 daughters, but I wonder daughters turn into women that turn into wives and girlfriends.
And whores sometimes.
And whores sometimes. And I wonder if they'll look at their dad. He's doing everything he can to look great for them so that he doesn't look as crazy. But I wonder if they'll look at him like, man, this nigga's food. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
like
he's soft. Like, look the way mommy bosses him around.
Yeah, like,
You know what I mean?
And I wonder if that's gonna, like, you're so fucking tame now. It looks like you're.
And then
I don't know though. He holds such a powerful position. It's like, are they still gonna look at him like that? Because he still commands respect everywhere he goes.
Not with those mannerisms.
I mean, we're talking about just the content, but when he goes into rooms and he's
like Charlamagne, the guy's name holds stupid weight.
Stupid weight.
Sure.
So like,
but that doesn't matter to his kids.
That doesn't matter.
That's true. That's true.
Yeah,
That's a
that
fact.
does
That's
not
to
matter.
his wife, he's
That's true.
Leonard.
But
Exactly,
it could
yeah.
matter somewhat when he's not around, when his kids are with him and they're other places, and they're like, "Oh, I didn't realize my dad was this revered."
But Charlamagne isn't the type of person to not let them forget that he's that guy. You get what I mean?
Right,
Like
right,
he'll
right.
he'll let them forget that he's Charlamagne.
I think so.
That you know
I
what
see
I mean?
that too.
Okay,
for
okay.
sure.
I see.
He runs shit.
I'm really
I see
that
what you're
nigga
saying.
out here.
I'm Charlamagne.
Your mom might be the CEO of the house, but I'm really the CEO in these streets.
Right.
The
Like,
guy.
Yeah,
I don't
You know
even
what
think
I'm
he
saying?
believes that.
I don't.
Nah.
I don't think he believes it.
Nah, he
and I don't
believes
even
it.
think
He
his
does.
daughter would care. Like he told stories all the time about her being jaded to this shit. Like they went to the
they
the
don't
Nelson Mandela statue and actually saw her in
remember that.
person. And instead of using the picture of her next to the statue, she just Googled the image of it.
Yeah.
He was like, nigga, you was there. Like, you lived this life. She was like, nigga, that's nothing.
But that's just growing up rich. That's just like you numb to all the beautiful shit in the world because you see it already.
Exactly, and you numb to the work that it took for your dad to get into this position.
Until you see it happen in real time. You walk in the room and niggas is trembling. Charlamagne.
Nobody's trembling when they see Charlamagne.
Okay, he
trembling
unless he's at a festival and they're like going to see him and they're like, Charlamagne. Like,
I don't think we get that type of love from in this game.
You don't think podcasters get that type of love?
Nah, bro, we don't affect our lives to that degree. Music is different.
He's not just a podcaster.
That's true.
Porn stars, even porn stars, like porn stars do more for niggas than we do.
Nah, dog. Charlamagne.
You can be in love with the person that makes you bust a nut.
Charlamagne can pull a string and bring their favorite rapper to or whoever to the. You know what I'm saying? Like
maybe. Depends on the rapper.
But maybe
That's true.
maybe we're seeing him trying to tap into that. You know what I mean?
Tap into what exactly?
To where people gravitate towards him on some
he wants to walk in a room and feel like Prince.
On the purityist.
Yeah,
The
like
purityist.
Jesus.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
Well, that's not an honorable goal to reach, nigga. Like, why are you aspiring for that?
Because he want, image, money. It's probably so many different.
I don't know. Hey, look, it's just you gotta do what you gotta do. You're doing what you think is best for your career and your family image. So I can only respect it at the end of the day. You know what I'm saying? So, but while we're still in like the Bray Idiots and the Charlamagne vein and everything,